Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in this episode, we're gonna lower the body onto the frame. Stick around. You're watching the Vasko Speed and Performance YouTube channel. Okay, so the engine fits in there really snug. Everything goes down. We had to trim these out. They actually, QA1 supplies you with a template to trim these out. But as you can see, these are have some lightweight modifications from the weather. So we're gonna replacing these because we're gonna do some stuff to it anyway. So these are probably not even gonna go back in, but I wanted to leave them in there for the support of the front end. I didn't want it to move around, so that's why we left that in there. But everything seems to go good except for our shifter hole. So as you can see, we need to make it a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna go lift it up, make the hole a little bit bigger, and then we will be able to set it all the way down. Okay, so we got all the old wiring out. Since all the wiring's out of the way, I figured it was a good time to go ahead and start messing with all the pedals and stuff. So the only pedal that's staying factory is the brake pedal, this one. The new transmission came with a new clutch pedal and a hydraulic setup. So you can see we're working on that now. And then this pedal will go away. This is for your parking brake. Well, this is a manual, so you need a parking brake, but we went ahead and got Willwood calipers that have electric parking brakes. So there'll just be like a push button somewhere, and we'll try to make it mount it clean up here somewhere so it'll look really, really cool. And then the accelerator pedal is a fly-by-wire, so that is supplied to us with a Ford kit, so we will be mounting that. So I want to get all of this stuff mounted, and there's a reservoir over here too that has to mount underneath the dash, so we're going to try and find a good spot for that. We may end up sticking it outside on the firewall somewhere. I'm not sure. We'll just kind of see how it plays out and how much room and stuff we have, but it's going to be kind of a pain to fill a hydraulic reservoir underneath the dash, but then it's not on the firewall. So we're going to go through the struggles of trying to get these pedals and stuff put in today and see how that works out. Okay, so this is our factory brake pedal. We're going to take this off and paint it real quick just so it matches, so it doesn't look out of place. But there's one bolt that goes through here. It's actually like a, let me get better light underneath the dash on this thing for us. So there's one bolt that goes through here, and that holds your brake pedal and it holds your clutch pedal. The issue we're having with the clutch pedal is there's another boss here to keep it from moving because you just can't use one bolt, and we need to drill a hole for it. So I'm not exactly sure where it's going to go. It could go up as far as that, but it might be kind of goofy if it's up so high. So you don't want it down so low. So what I'm going to have to do is trim part of this flange off and then try to figure out a situation there. We may have to weld some more on it to make it work, but that's not a huge deal. And then the clutch pedal, or the brake pedal, it's probably going to come up at least this high to reach your brake switch. So if it's up this high, that means that this is probably going to have to be up this high. But these are kind of short trucks, so we're trying to get as much leg room as possible, but there's kind of some things that you just can't really change, so that's going to be, it is what it is. But yeah, let's make some progress on it, and I'll do another update. Okay, so we've done a couple things. This was missing bolts here, so we put new bolts in here to help secure this and keep this more stable. I also noticed that the washer motor, the bolts are loose on it, so I need to tighten that down. I got the upper bolt. It's kind of hard to get behind the dash. I got the upper bolt in. This is the one that goes through that the rod for the brake is on. So that's in. Now we have the problem where this is where the bolt comes through. So part of it was I had to cut off this lip here, and then now we need to put a bolt in there, but there's nowhere to grab to. So I'll probably end up clearing this out all the way up to about there and trying to get this up as far as possible. I don't know. We'll see. I might actually, what I'll probably end up doing is making a piece that welds onto here on the plasma table that has a slot so that you could adjust this if you wanted to. With the clutch pedal all the way down, I mean, ideally you could go to about there. So that's probably where it has to be, but I might put a slot. We'll see how it goes. So another thing I did on this is the master cylinder and the brake booster had bolts in it where it's such a pain to get everything on there. So I went ahead and put bolts through this direction, and now we can just put nuts on the other side. So that'll make that a lot easier. It was a pain to get these in here because I had to use Allen's with this. I had to cut part of it just so I could get the bolt in that was long enough, but I think that'll work out good. So we will work on getting this situation taken care of. It might be as simple as putting a tab on here and welding it. I don't know what I'm gonna do there. I'll figure it out as we go. And then we can put the brake pedal in and kind of keep moving and making progress. Okay, so this is where the hole needs to go. We need to extend it. You could just drill this, but I would much rather have a little bit more strength to it, especially with it being the clutch pedal. So we'll probably go ahead and trim out part of this just to make it more accessible, but I needed to figure out something to go on here, and I found this chassis tab, and oddly enough, it fits like perfect right up here like this. That's really, really wild. Now, I could just weld this on here, you know, come in here and put a bead on this side, a bead on this side, and, you know, put the bolt through it and call it a day. Then I could just drill this hole out, and it'd probably be good to go. I just need to make sure that when I go to do it, that this the brake pedal will go in here with this extra little bit of thickness on here. But one cool tool I wanted to show you guys that I have, it's not really a tool, it's just a marker. This is called a June Gold, found it on Amazon, and it's a deep reach marker, so you can like reach into holes and mark it, and that's what I did with this. And here, it's kind of hard to show you with the camera, but you can see it does a pretty good job of getting right into the edge of that where you want to drill at. So kind of a cool tool. I am going to probably clean this up a little bit, and then I think I might try to just weld this tab on there and then drill the hole like I said. So we will see how it works out. Okay, so we got our tab welded on, we got the bolt in, and all the way bottom travel is like literally against the floor. So should be good there. So now we'll work on getting the brake pedal in, getting all that stuff tightened up, and then we can make progress on the gas pedal. Okay, so this is where the original gas pedal mounted, and then it had a rod that went through, and it was just mechanical, like a actual rod, not like a cable or anything. So in order to get this where we kind of want it, I think it needs to be about right there. So from this bolt hole, I'm just gonna kind of like measure up, and we're basically just gonna make a plate that'll bolt to here, but then have bolt holes for this to offset it, and it should hold it in place how we want it. So one thing I wanted to bring up in this episode was that a lot of you may not know it, but I build belly pans. So if you don't know what a belly pan is, basically a belly pan is an oil containment device. They have rules and regulations for them, so I try to abide by those rules as best as possible. So a belly pan is basically, if your engine explodes, the oil is going to go into the pan rather than just go onto the track. It's good for multiple reasons. It helps get the track cleaned up quicker, and people can get racing, but it also keeps you safe, because if your oil gets underneath your back tire, you're going to crash your car. It's a given. So we have several different oil belly pans on our website. It's www.vaskospeed.com. If you go there, you can check them out. We have, I believe, 9 different versions right now, from Fox bodies to CTSVs to newer Camaros, you name it. We're always trying to add more. But also, if you don't see one that we also have the ability to custom make them. So the only issue there is we have to have the vehicle here. So if you're in the Kansas City area and you need one, cool. If you're not in the Kansas City area and you know somebody that is in the Kansas City area that needs a belly pan or wants a belly pan and you want one also, send your friend over here. We'll make it off of theirs. And if it's if it's a pretty popular model, we'll make it and put it on the website and sell it. So we also, I'm pretty excited. We just got our new stickers in. So I designed this this little guy here. It's our belly pans sticker that comes on each one of them. So you'll be getting those on all the new belly pans whenever they come out from now on. So yeah, we also have hats, and we also sell shirts on our website. So we have our old school just black Vasko Speed shirt, but then we have the new one, a GTA style shirt. So make sure you go over to the website and check them out. Okay, so I wanted to take a little bit of time to show you that we're always trying to improve on our products. So on our belly pans, in the past, we've always used this pig mat, which works really, really good. It just would lay in there, and the wind would blow going down the drag strip. So we would come up with like a bracket that would help hold it down. The problem with that is it's not perfect, and it kind of blows up on the sides. I've seen some other guys where they'll put Zeus fasteners and like Zeus fasten it down, but in my eyes, a Zeus fastener is not going to seal the liquid from coming out. So the point of it is to try and prevent that from happening. That's just my theory on it. So trying to improve. So we went out and found this. This is actually another product made by Pigmat, and it has an adhesive back to it. So it's actually a pretty cool product. It sticks on pretty good. So we're going through some trial runs with it, but I think we'll have good luck with it. It absorbs fuel, oil, coolant, and it also self-extinguish if it catches on fire, which is what their website says. So maybe one of these days we'll do a test where we'll pour some fuel on it and we'll light it on fire to see how it does. So I think that might actually be a cool video. Also, with our belly pans, I want to let everybody know that these are our new stickers. I'm sure you guys have seen them on our social media, but these are coming out on all of our new belly pans. So make sure you look out for them. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. We know it wasn't a very long video, but we wanted to show some footage of the cab coming down on the F100. Also, let you guys know about our safety products and merchandise that we have on our website for sale. So tomorrow morning, we're headed down to Florida. We leave at like 6:20 is I think when our flight leaves, and then we'll be there about midday. So we're going down for Cletus's rear-wheel drive versus all-wheel drive shootout. This is not an event that's going to be televised. It's only going to be for YouTubers. So we'll have some content on our channel. Joey will have some on his channel. So if you guys are excited, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.